Dear students, presently we are considering various reactions and their mechanisms, and in this lecture we are now going to focus on Cannizaro's reaction. So, before going into details the mechanism, we will first in short cover the Cannizaro's reaction and then we will consider the detailed mechanism. Cannizaro's reaction is a reaction shown by only aldehydes. Just for the sake of comparison, the two reactions, although they are entirely different. Aldol reaction, it is also called as aldol condensation. Aldol reaction was a reaction shown by both aldehydes and ketones, but they should have alpha hydrogen atom present in their structure. Aldehydes and ketones with alpha hydrogen atom present. If this condition is fulfilled in presence of weak base, it can undergo aldol condensation reaction, aldol reaction that we have considered in our earlier lecture. Today is a reaction, it is a named reaction named after Cannizaro's reaction, only aldehydes and those two with absence of alpha hydrogen atom, means only aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom. Even if alpha carbon atom is present, hydrogen atom directly attached to that alpha carbon atom should not be present. That is one condition or requirement for this reaction. Why it is so, in the mechanism we will consider. And this reaction takes place in presence of Cannizaro's reaction, strong base like NaOH, KOH and not weak base aqueous solution of sodium carbonate like we had considered in case of aldol. Strong base and concentrated, not dilute. Now, why strong base and concentrated, that also we will consider during the mechanism of this reaction. So, only aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom and strong base. If these conditions are fulfilled, then I have taken the example of formaldehyde, means IUPAC, since one carbon, aldehyde of one carbon, Al, E replaced by Al, methanol, two molecules of methanol in presence of strong base like NaOH, strong base concentrated, I have written it here, concentrated. So, Cannizaro's reaction is a disproportionation reaction. Means it is a redox reaction. Why this redox reaction is called as disproportionation reaction? The reason is very simple. Two molecules of aldehydes, of course, only aldehydes alpha hydrogen atom should be present. Here in methanol, the example which we have taken, the carbon directly attached to functional group carbon, carbonyl carbon, aldehydic carbon is not present. Therefore, alpha carbon atom is absent. Therefore, the possibility of presence of alpha hydrogen atom does not arise. So, alpha hydrogen atom absent, the condition is automatically fulfilled here. Two aldehyde molecules take part. Out of two aldehyde molecules, one get oxidized and other get, the second one will get reduced, one get oxidized and the second one get reduced. Now, aldehyde when it gets oxidized, it gives corresponding carboxylic acid and aldehyde, if it gets reduced, it gives corresponding primary alcohol. primary alcohol. I have just written in haste. So, this we should be knowing aldehyde. This is a disproportionation reaction, means two molecules take part. In simple words, it is redox, means if this molecule get oxidized, this one will get reduced. Aldehyde, any aldehyde, although for this reaction aldehyde with alpha hydrogen atom, if it gets oxidized, corresponding carboxylic acid, and if it gets reduced, corresponding primary alcohol. Now, for oxidation reaction, if the condition is alkaline, further this acidic carboxylic group will get neutralized, that is a different thing. Now, once we know that aldehyde, one aldehyde molecule get oxidized, means it will get converted into carboxylic acid, and the second molecule will get reduced, it will get converted into primary alcohol, then I will write directly the reaction. All this takes place in presence of strong base concentrated. The mechanism immediately I am going to explain. So, since this aldehyde is of one carbon atom, the two molecules each, one get oxidized, means I should get carboxylic acid, this functional group get converted into carboxylic acid, COOH, formic acid, the name formic acid, IUPAC, methanoic acid, and the other one, second molecule will get reduced. This is methyl alcohol, methanol. And since this reaction takes place in presence of strong base, the moment this carboxylic group is produced, immediately it will get neutralized to give salt neutralization, salt and water. So, ultimately what we get is two aldehyde molecules without alpha hydrogen atom in presence of concentrated base strong. Theoretically, one get oxidized, immediately get reduced, neutralized, not reduced, get neutralized, carboxylic acid, its corresponding salt, and primary alcohol, not alcohol, primary alcohol, that should be kept in mind. And now, once this much is known, now we can switch over to the detailed mechanism. Let us now immediately switch over to mechanism of Cannizzaro reaction, as we have just now considered that it is a reaction between two aldehyde molecules without alpha hydrogen atom. Alpha hydrogen atom should be absent, and strong base like NaOH or KOH, the free OH minus ions from that strong base is also a requirement. So, how the reaction actually takes place? Let us consider it step by step. The free OH minus ions from NaOH attacks the carbonyl carbon. Let me show it. The routine two lone pairs on oxygen are always there. I have not shown it. OH minus ion from NaOH, it can be KOH also. It attacks the carbonyl carbon. Now, why it attacks the carbonyl carbon? Now, that is a routine point. We have discussed it so many times. Carbonyl group is polar, oxygen is more electronegative, carbonyl carbon is delta positive, carbonyl oxygen is delta negative. This OH minus ion means now it is acting as a nucleophile. The attack of nucleophile should be very efficient, although it is a strong nucleophile, it should be very efficient. That is why we use strong base, and large amount of free OH minus ion should be available, that is why concentrated, strong base concentrated, the reason lies here. The moment it attacks this carbon, this lone pair on oxygen in OH minus ion, the moment it forms a shared pair, the pi electrons out of the double bond, one is sigma, other one will be pi, the pi electrons will get shifted to oxygen, and the interaction between these two species, what we get, I will write it here. This is the first molecule of aldehyde, the second molecule is there, and what we get is this. OH minus ion. Since the lone pair of electrons of oxygen on OH minus ion, and since the electron pair gets shifted pi electrons, although it is a shared pair, the lone pair comes from oxygen. Therefore, I am habitual to use arrow. It is routine covalent bond. The arrow just indicates that during the formation the lone pair comes from oxygen of OH minus ion, and that OH minus ion comes from strong base NaOH concentrated, because this is a attack of nucleophile. This is a strong nucleophile. So, we get this. Now, this lone pair, the species of attack of OH minus ions, we get this. This lone pair newly formed, routine 2 lone pairs are there, I have not shown. This lone pair have a tendency to get shared between the carbon. The moment this lone pair is shared, out of these two, one hydrogen, it will go out. Now, since this lone pair forms a bond pair, the hydrogen, it will go out in the form of H minus ion. H minus ion. Hydrogen, if it goes out in the form of H minus ion, negative ion, like we had considered, chlorine goes out in the form of Cl minus ion during SN reaction, nucleophilic substitution. Similar, H minus ion, it is called as hydride ion, hydride ion, H minus ion. Many of the reactions up till now we have considered where hydrogen goes out in the form of H plus ion, that is proton. Here, the moment lone pair which is formed during this reaction, it becomes a shared pair. This electron pair, hydrogen goes out by retaining this electron pair, it goes out, and that H minus ion is called as hydride ion. And this hydride ion is also this hydride ion is also an example of strong nucleophile like free OH minus ion. Hydride ion is also an example of strong nucleophile. So, when this electron pair is shared, what we get is this. When it is shared, what we get is this, and this hydrogen goes out in the form of hydride ion. I have shown it separately, and it will attack. It will attack again. This carbonyl carbon is delta negative. In this carbonyl group, carbonyl carbon is delta positive, and oxygen atom is delta negative. Oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. So, the shifting pulling of electron density shared pair is more towards oxygen, and therefore, this hydride ion, it will attack the carbonyl carbon of second aldehyde molecule. This hydride ion attacks in the form of, let me show it again here, H minus ion, the electron pair, and therefore, this electron pair, this electron pair forms a shared pair. The moment this electron pair forms a shared pair, hydride ion, like in earlier case OH minus ion, this electron pair formed a shared pair. Hydride ion, the moment it forms a shared pair, the pi electron gets shifted towards oxygen, and what we get is this and the hydride ion by using arrow. It is a routine covalent bond. We get this. So, first molecule, because of attack of OH minus ion from NaOH nucleophile, the interaction between the two it had undergone this stage and ultimately it converted into this, means this is nothing but carboxylic acid, carboxylic group, nothing but carboxylic group, same thing. And during this carboxylic group formation, the hydrogen which goes out in the form of hydride and attacks the carbonyl carbon of second molecule gives rise to this. This is what? This is alkoxide ion. Alkoxide ion. If you consider any alcohol, it can be methyl alcohol, it can be ethyl alcohol. And how to prepare alkoxide ion, we have considered it earlier also, reaction with sodium. If the electron pair remains with oxygen, reaction with sodium, earlier we have considered it, you can go back and recollect. I will not write the byproducts here. Alkoxide ion, this is not new for us. Now, alkoxide ion is a strong base. Alkoxide ion is a strong base, very strong base than OH minus ion, because it's, since alcohol is weakest acid, means it is soluble in water, but it is not that polar, the OH bond, lower alcohols doesn't get, the bond doesn't get broken, the OH bond heterolytically, free H plus ions are not available, means it is theoretically weakest base. It will give rise to its conjugate strong base. Alkoxide ion, it is a strong base. So, the alkoxide ion which is a strong base will have capacity, tendency to pull back the proton, and that proton is available here. The same thing I have shown in this fashion, because we are used to write carboxylic group in this fashion. And this acidic hydrogen atom, carboxylic acid is acidic because of COOH group, it is there, but OH bond in COOH group, this acidic hydrogen atom is pulled by alkoxide ion, and so alkoxide ion, by pulling this acidic hydrogen atom, I will write it here, and get converted into so what is this? Alcohol. In this specific case, this is methyl alcohol, methanol. So, what we had written earlier, the direct reaction, formaldehyde plus formaldehyde in presence of NaOH concentrated gave formic acid plus methyl alcohol. Formic acid underwent immediate neutralization. Same thing, but the procedure I have explained. First is the attack of free OH minus ion from NaOH, means it is a nucleophile, and these two interact to give this. From this, the rearrangement takes place in such a way that the electron pair moment it gets shared, hydrogen goes out in the form of hydride ion. I have separately again shown it here. The attack of hydride ion as a nucleophile develops alkoxide ion, which is again a strong base, stronger than free OH minus ion from NaOH, KOH. Then it will pull back the proton from the acid which is already produced, giving rise to alcohol, and therefore, the acid after losing the proton will get converted into carboxylate ion. Of course, since we have used NaOH, Na plus ion counter ion will be present here. So, the two aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom in presence of NaOH ultimately redox gave salt of corresponding carboxylic acid, one get oxidized and second we get reduced to give corresponding primary alcohol, here it is methyl alcohol. So, this is how the mechanism of Cannizzaro reaction we have considered. It should be known to us, then and then only it can be applied and it will become easy for us to solve various tricky MCQs useful for various competitive exams. Just now we have considered the mechanism of Cannizzaro reaction and we will consider one more interesting example. Here I have taken two different aldehydes, it is a reaction of aldehydes, these two are aldehydes. This is methanol formaldehyde and this is benzaldehyde. Aromatic ring, phenyl ring, in short I have written. If such two different aldehydes, of course, aldehyde should be such that alpha hydrogen atom should be absent. Now, in this benzaldehyde, the carbon which is directly attached to carbonyl carbon, aldehydic carbon of course, alpha carbon, since in the ring 3 valencies are satisfied, double bond on this side, single on this side and one bond outside the ring. Although carbon is present here, hydrogen directly attached to this carbon, alpha carbon is absent and therefore, alpha hydrogen atom is absent and therefore, this aldehyde, benzaldehyde can take part in Cannizzaro reaction. If such two aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom in presence of strong base like NaOH and concentrated heating symbol is also there, what will happen? Earlier the example was very simple, both aldehydes were same. If such two are there, it comes under what we call as crossed Cannizzaro reaction. Then as we know, the first step is attack of free OH minus ion, attack of nucleophile. Out of these two, which carbonyl group, of course it is aldehydic group, carbonyl group of aldehydic group, which carbonyl group can be attacked by free OH minus ion nucleophile easily? That step, that first step will be preferred. If we follow that, then if we compare these two, attack of free OH minus ion from NaOH on methanol formaldehyde is easy as compared to attack of free OH minus ion on this. The reason, the first reason is it is bulky, phenyl, benzene ring, one hydrogen if it is removed phenyl ring. First thing is it is bulky and secondly, it has electron withdrawing effect and the carbon, aromatic ring carbon, when attached to this carbon, the bond strength is very high. So, the attack of nucleophile on this carbon is easy as compared to attack of nucleophile free OH minus ion on this carbon atom and therefore, this is preferred. If this is preferred, the first step, let me write the first step and the reaction between these two, the interaction, what we get is this. The OH minus ion, the electron pair forms a shared pair, the lone pair forms a bond pair and the moment this lone pair forms a shared pair, the pi electrons get shifted to oxygen. The routine 2 lone pairs on oxygen are always there. This is the third one it develops a negative charge because electron of oxygen remains with oxygen, electron of carbon also gets transferred to oxygen, developing one extra electron, therefore minus 1. This is formed, and the moment this ion is formed, the thermodynamic stability, this electron pair, routine 2 lone pairs are there are 3. For the sake of simplicity, I have written 1, which is formed during this process. This electron pair, lone pair, the moment it is shared, out of these two, one hydrogen gets transferred in the form of what? In the form of hydride ion. I had explained you just now. Hydrogen here goes out in the form of hydride ion, which is a very, very strong nucleophile. So, this type of reaction, many such reactions are there where hydrogen attacks in the form of hydride ion, H minus ion. It is also called as hydride transfer mechanism. Many more such examples or reactions we are going to consider in future. So, this hydrogen attacks this carbonyl carbon in the form of hydride ion. The moment hydrogen attacks in the form of hydride ion, let me write it in this fashion again, attacks here, the pi electrons get transferred, and what we get, let me write it here. Hydrogen attacks this aldehyde, gets converted into this form, and now this CH bond, hydrogen goes out, bond breaking heterolysis, hydrogen goes out and gets converted into hydride ion, nucleophile again will attack this, and benzaldehyde get converted into, and the hydrogen forms a covalent bond. Now, again this is in general what we call as alkoxide ion. Alkoxide ion. The electron pair shared, hydrogen went and attacked in the form of hydride ion, developing this. During that change, this species got converted into this form. Now, this is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. This is acidic hydrogen atom. Alkoxide, which is a strong base. So, this alkoxide will pull the proton, and here hydrogen in the form of proton is easily available because OH bond is polar, carboxylic acid functional group. So, this hydrogen in the form of H plus will be pulled by this, and so ultimately during this reaction what we get is, I can write in short, is this. Plus so counter ion Na plus is there. So, this becomes an alcohol and this becomes salt of corresponding carboxylic acid. The point is that if two different aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom are present, if they are undergoing Cannizzaro reaction, the condition strong base concentrated, then the one whose carbonyl group is more reactive, more polar, less bulky, the attack of free OH minus ion will take on that, and that is actually a fast step, and hydride ion from that species will attack the second molecule. And so, here formaldehyde plus benzaldehyde, formaldehyde will get converted into its corresponding acid and further neutralization, and benzaldehyde will get converted into primary alcohol, corresponding primary alcohol. This is how we can consider crossed Cannizzarose reaction. Dear friends, now we will consider one more interesting example under the title of Cannizzarose reaction. Before switching over to the example which I wish to explain, let me cover few points. This is an example of aldehyde of 3 carbon atoms, propanaldehyde, alpha hydrogen atom is present, when carbon which is directly attached to aldehydic carbon, functional group carbon, carbon which is directly attached to functional group is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, hydrogen directly attached to alpha carbon is present, therefore, alpha hydrogen atom is present. Okay. So, if alpha hydrogen atom is present, then this will not take part or it will not undergo reaction as per Cannizzarose reaction. So, will not take part means no Cannizzarose reaction, alpha hydrogen atom is present. Why? Because it is a condition, but why it is a condition that alpha hydrogen atom should be present? Aldehydes without alpha hydrogen atom is a condition. If alpha hydrogen atom were present, means as it is in this example, and if we think that what will happen if this is reacted with NaOH, strong base and concentrated. Even for aldol we use NaOH, but we use in dilute condition. If this is reacted with NaOH and concentrated, heating is also there, then free OH minus ion, like what we have considered in our mechanism, the free OH minus ion from OH minus ion, it should attack this and the routine Cannizzarose should start. Along with this possibility, there is one more possibility, because alpha hydrogen atom in aldehydes, alpha hydrogen atom is acidic. Means what? Since the carbon which is attached to carbonyl carbon, carbonyl group in aldehydic group has electron withdrawing tendency, it pulls the electron density towards itself. Therefore, in turn this CH bond, alpha CH bond becomes more polar, and therefore, this hydrogen atom, alpha hydrogen atom has tendency to get removed in the form of H plus ions when reacted with a base. That is why we called as alpha hydrogen atom is acidic. So, the attack of OH minus from NaOH in the form of nucleophile on carbonyl carbon, since it is delta positive, is there, but as compared to this, the attack of OH minus on this hydrogen, removing this hydrogen in the form of H plus ions and then further giving rise to aldol type of reaction mechanism, that possibility will be, it will take place in, it will take place to a more extent, it will be more preferred. So, if alpha hydrogen atom is present, Cannizzarose pattern will be less preferred, and the steps for aldol, that will be more preferred. So, it will be a mixture, and that is why absence of alpha hydrogen atom is a requirement here. That is one thing. And in aldol we used weak base, or even if it is strong base, sometimes it should be dilute, because for canicirrhose, free OH minus ion should attack in the form of nucleophile, strong nucleophile. In aldol, the base, the role of base is just to remove the hydrogen, alpha hydrogen, which is already polar. That is why we call it as acidic, to remove it in the form of free H plus ions, and it will get converted into carbanion. The mechanism I have discussed in my earlier lecture, and the further things will take place. So, alpha hydrogen atom should be absent, and for aldol alpha should be present. That is one thing. But the example which I have written above, aldehyde of 4 carbon atoms, isobutyraldehyde, common system, 1, 2, 3, longest chain of 3 carbon atoms, 2-methyl propanol, this has alpha carbon atom and one hydrogen atom directly attached to alpha carbon is present. So, we expect that this should take part in aldol reaction. Actually, it does not. Actually, this take part in canicirrhose. The reason is that although alpha hydrogen atom is present, why? Because although alpha hydrogen atom is present, bulky nature of alpha carbon atom is a factor, major factor. So, removal of hydrogen in the form of H plus ions becomes difficult, and secondly, the plus I effect of 2 methyl groups increase the electron density here. Therefore, the electron withdrawing tendency of carbonyl group of aldehyde, which makes this CH bond more polar, that is why we call this alpha hydrogen atom as acidic hydrogen atom, is to a considerable extent compensated by plus I effect of these 2 methyl groups, and therefore, this hydrogen is not that acidic, and therefore, although alpha hydrogen atom is present, this is aldehyde with alpha hydrogen atom present in it, will not take part in aldol, but it will take part in canicirrhose reaction. Now, if it take part in canicirrhose reaction, now I will not repeat the mechanism, I will directly write the products. Now, as we know, 2 molecules take part, one get oxidized, means whatever is present here, if it fulfills the conditions of canicirrhose, one aldehyde molecule will get converted into carboxylic acid, and second aldehyde molecule will get converted into primary alcohol. One aldehyde molecule will get oxidized to give corresponding carboxylic acid. Second aldehydic group will get converted, get reduced to give primary alcohol. Of course, the acid will get immediately neutralized because canicirrhose reaction takes place in presence of base, and therefore, then I will directly write the products. This get converted into carboxylic acid and immediately it get neutralized. Therefore, I will write directly the salt, and second molecule will get converted into corresponding primary alcohol. So, in this case, although alpha hydrogen atom is present, it undergoes canicirrhose, and the products which we get are these: one get oxidized to give carboxylic acid, which immediately get neutralized. Second molecule will get reduced and get converted into primary alcohol. So, this is how this example, although alpha hydrogen atom is present, becomes an exception and it undergoes canicirrhose reaction.